Bibu's here to play. And now you know what's up. Hit him with the 1, 2, 3, Bibu, Bibu. Come and test your luck. Yeah, we coming in clutch, Bibu, Bibu. Skipping stone and flight. Take him out, one shot, Bibu, Bibu. Come and help me fight. Get him up, let's go, just me and you. Player 1 and player 2. We'll see this through. Close my eyes, make a wish. One more shot, I will not miss. Rock it!
Now, to be clear, I've never been waterboarded, but I imagine a close approximation to be the Titanfall 2 gauntlet. The gauntlet is actually part of the tutorial, a timed training course designed to utilize all the skills I just learned, including looking and jumping. Movement in Titanfall 2 can actually get as complicated as you're willing to make it, and I, having never played this game or even watched anyone play it, had the initial capabilities of a preschooler. My first gauntlet attempt lacked finesse, we'll say. Finished with a time of 1:04:40. I was aware of an achievement in the gauntlet, so I ran it again, utilizing the wall running more since that seemed to be the fastest movement, easily tracked by this little speedometer.
We have technology!
Hours passed, and I managed to unlock the achievement, The Student, for beating Pilot Anderson's time, and I thought, wow, nailed it! Good job, everyone! Close up shop. Then I realized there is a second achievement in the gauntlet. Becomes the Master, for finishing top 3 on the scoreboard, which means at minimum, I needed to beat Pilot Fukuda's time of 33:65, and I was down here. Time to consult the internet. Unfortunately, all research wound up doing was make me feel more hopeless, because I am not convinced that this man and I are playing the same game. After hitting my best time of 39:30, I called it quits on my first day's runs. I thought that maybe playing the campaign would teach me something about the movement, since clearly I was missing at least one piece of the puzzle. I did an entire playthrough of the campaign on my livestream, which you can catch every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific or Saturday and Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific on this very channel. Anyway, let's get into the campaign. There are 50 achievements in total, 3 of which are for the tutorial, as we just discussed, another 3 of which are for the multiplayer mode, and the other 44 are centered around the campaign. 19 of them are story-related and unmissable. The difficulty achievements stack, so I opted for one single run on the hardest difficulty, Master. And immediately, the game kicked my ass so hard, I tasted leather. I don't even know what the— oh godly! What the fuck? Okay, well, I guess that's not— this'll get better. Holy shit! Okay, I understand. Is this a good start? I had some very serious regrets at this point, but I was on my stream, we couldn't turn back at this point. We play as Jack Cooper, a rifleman for the Frontier Militia who dreams of becoming a pilot, a special combat force who control giant mechanical exoskeletons called Titans. When his brigade is overtaken by the neighborhood bad guys, the IMC, Jack's mentor, Captain Lastimosa, transfers control of his Titan to Jack with his dying breath, giving him a huge and probably undeserved promotion. At this point, we meet my baby girl. His name is BT7274. He's my little meow meow. I would die for him. Along with adopting Lastimosa's Titan, we also adopt his mission, and we must uphold the mission. BT says so. Anything for you. Said mission has us going to rendezvous with Major Anderson, who was last seen at one of the IMC's laboratories. So, away we go. Along the way, we meet some special enemies who have their own Titans, and they're called Apex Predators. There are 6 Apex Predators in total, but we only fight 5 throughout the story, with achievements unlocked for each. Their leader Blisk just kinda leaves at the end, and we don't need to fight him. Blisk went out for milk and cigarettes. Each Apex Predator has a different core, which is basically just a Titan's loadout. We can also equip BT with different cores that we'll pick up throughout the story. Killing an enemy Titan with each of these cores nabs us an achievement. The IMC are developing a planet-destroying weapon called the Fold weapon, which I presume is their name that they're working on. Surely that's not their final draft? Anyway, the Fold weapon is powered by this scary nuclear-looking power source called the Arc. So we really gotta make sure they don't get the Arc, at any cost. And the cost wound up being way too high. BT died. Twice! With the second one being super dramatic. He launched Cooper away to save him while sacrificing himself, and I shed one manly tear. Alas, although I loved the story, I actually think the campaign made my movement worse. Especially considering that I played on Master, with enemies killing me in a fraction of a second after I showed my face. So I formed some bad movement habits. Plus, my chat is really talented at distracting me, so it wasn't my best focused effort. Which one is that? Guys, I think I like movies. What? With no new skills, but possessing the power of unwavering commitment, I returned to the gauntlet for round 2. This time, I spent 2 more hours running the same course, over and over and over again, finishing that day with the best time of 36:10, still slower than Pilot Fukuda by 2.45 seconds. And honestly, I was struggling to find the fat to cut. I started to think maybe I couldn't do it. I'm far from a defeatist, but running this high APM gauntlet so many times made my hands feel like... With a heavy heart and sore hands, I closed the book on Gauntlet Session 2. Day 3 of the gauntlet dawned. I was well rested and refreshed, and a little bit aggravated. I needed 3 seconds off my time. Just 3. Less than 3. I've had sneezes longer than that. But everything that could go wrong for me went wrong for me on this day. From the slightest crosshair mistake causing me to miss an enemy, which has a plus 2 second penalty per enemy. I can't afford that in this economy. To being slightly late on a jump, resulting in me missing a wall run, or mantling a wall instead of sliding, or worst of all, missing the door for the ending, and falling slowly and inevitably to my death. Not to mention, this guy, in particular, gave me nothing but grief. I hate to say it became mindless, but I definitely was running on muscle memory at this point. 4 hours of running the same course? Let's crunch some numbers. Let's say, at worst, a run takes me 1 minute. Taking into account my faster runs along with resets, I'm gonna say that adjusts to maybe 40 seconds. So 0.67 of a minute if we're rounding. 6.7? Am I cool? 4 hours is 240 minutes divided by 0.67. We are looking at easily over 350 attempts. It was so habitual that when I finally did it, I didn't even notice. That one was close. Oh wait! That wasn't just close, I fucking did it! 0.05 seconds faster is still faster, boys. I'll take it. Straight to the bank with that one. With this 100%, I can confirm this game is tons of fun, with a great campaign that got me emotionally attached to a mech suit, and a really fun multiplayer mode. Which, shout out to my friend Ollie for carrying my buns through the multiplayer achievements. I had so much fun in this game, actually, that I might have something similar coming down the pipe for y'all. But that's all I have for now. As always, thank you very much to my members. If you have enjoyed my pain, please consider subscribing, and until next time, bye-bye.